Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to Ask to My Aunts,
where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This right here is my beautiful wife, Aiyana.
And this right here is my suave husband, Ayize.
I'm suave even though I got a jacket on in the house.
Yeah, you're a Bama for real, but be a suave Bama.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I'm coming to y'all today because, you know, I got something that I want to share. I actually made a pretty significant boo-boo yesterday. And it was significant to a degree where I felt like I needed to share. And I also felt like it would be helpful for men and maybe even women who find themselves in a similar situation. So yesterday, y'all, my wife, you know, she was throwing me like, you know, these nice little sweet hints during the course of the day that at the end of the day, we were supposed to be doing some things. We were supposed to be handling some business. And so, you know, I was like psyched. I was really feeling the fact that, okay, my wife, she pursuing me. She trying to set the mood, set the stage and that type of thing. So as we approach the evening, you know, my wife, she makes the decision because that she wants to have like this really emotional conversation. I
didn't make the decision that I wanted to have an emotional conversation.
You didn't just stumble into it.
It wasn't like an intentional thing. I experienced some things early in the day, and so I just naturally wanted to share them with my husband.
Yeah, and so she
wanted to share. I made a decision to have an emotional conversation.
I'm already jacking this thing up right now, y'all. But so she wanted to share some things with me and get my feedback, and I think it was really just a process of getting these things off and expressing them, exploring them, and that type of thing. And so I'm listening to her, y'all. I'm engaged in conversation with her. I'm listening to her, giving her some good feedback, and she's like really sharing with me, and we're connecting. We're really connecting. And so when she finishes saying her piece and I finish giving my feedback, she heads to the bathroom. And so while she's in the bathroom, y'all, I do a post on Facebook.
And you know what? I've already pulled it up. So I'm going to read you word for word what he put on Facebook. Let me just say this. You know, I can be a little bit more lighthearted about it right now. But yo, like, this wasn't no like, let me just tell you what a hard, long day I had and we wrap you up. I actually dropped some tears. I was teary-eyed. I had to go to the bathroom to actually go and get my mind right because I was in a different space. So I let a few tears fall in the bathroom so I could just get myself together. And when I came back out, I don't remember what I said, but I said something to try to get us back in, that space of, you know, what's up, boo? You know, I went down that road. And then this Bama gonna say, yeah, look at Facebook. He gonna tell me to look at Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I go to the joint and I see plenty of y'all. I would call your names out, men. I see y'all on this joint, like with all these comments. I see some of my church family on here. You know what I'm saying? I see some people who go way, way, way back.
I jacked it up. Yeah.
Oh, so here it is. But here it is. He says, I think it should be a law that wives are not permitted to have deep conversations with their husband at least an hour before bedtime. And he puts in all caps, especially if getting some and giving some is on the agenda. Or at least wait until we're done so you can have deep talk while we drift into deep sleep. Laugh out loud. After I just was, you still laughing?
No.
Just go ahead and let it out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then hold on. Let me just go ahead and put the comments. Some people are going to say, I support this message. Another dude, agree 1000%. Another guy, hashtag facts. I second this message and move to pass it into law. Then somebody else said, oh my. You know what I'm saying? Really?
So in their defense, they didn't have any context or any understanding as to why I said what I said.
Comments.
So really, I'm gonna carry this weight right here because really, I knew, you know, what the experience was in the bedroom. I knew what you was feeling, and so really, and truthfully, like them, they didn't know all of that. And so
again,
y'all,
you probably want to say you didn't know. How did you know? Okay, I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna have a conversation all over again.
I made a big boo boo.
I'm not gonna do it.
And I made a mistake, and I'm truly, truly, truly sorry, baby, for the mistake that I made. The purpose of this video right here, though, was not to necessarily apologize, but more so to explore what should after argument etiquette look like. What should after argument?
So let me clarify. So after that, so after he does all of that, right? And then I'm upset. He's trying like cozy up to me, like, babe, I'm sorry, whatever. But before he was doing all of that, he was trying to break down to me like, if it was me, I probably would be like, oh, my bad. Like, yeah, I did just come with all of that. I know we was trying to, he was doing everything that made sense to him in his mind, instead of just being able, as we tell you all the time, to attend to your partner where they are. It's not about explaining your rationale. It's not about elaborating on your position. It's about making sure that you tune in. And I was in an emotional space. I wasn't in an intellectual, cerebral space. So I didn't need to understand how you was, oh, well, the reason I did that was because I don't care about all that. Just say, babe, my bad. I'm sorry. I know you was in your feelings and you was, you had tears and everything, and that was just insensitive. And I didn't mean anything by it. That's all I needed, right? So I
told a little joke at the expense of my wife's emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
And that way,
and I was in my feelings. So he's trying to cozy all up, whatever. And I said, all right, cool. Like, let's go to sleep. Let me say this: no more than 45 seconds after I said, let's go to sleep.
Really, Joe?
This Bama was asleep.
Really?
I said, wait a minute.
Really?
I'm laying on my side, and I'm like, do I? He's snoring. I'm like, really? You're supposed to look off into the distance, and you're supposed to think for at least 15 to 30 minutes about how I hurt my wife's feelings.
I had already spent like 30 minutes trying to cozy up to you, trying to kiss you.
You ain't spent no 30 minutes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to make some level of like, and look, don't even come for me. Don't even come for me, y'all out there like, really? Making those little comments. All I'm saying is that, when someone is making up with you, you want them to feel it, right? And so you don't want them to just like be, okay. It's like that John was like, you didn't really have to think about that, huh?
You told me to get off you, baby. You told me, you said, I'm fine. I'm fine.
He was like, all right. It's like, okay. I was like, dang.
I ain't wanted to come off like that, baby. I felt like I put forth the effort to try to get you to understand that I made a mistake and that I'm sorry for it.
Yeah.
And I also offered to take down the post too. I think that the post is actually helpful because a lot of men actually agree with me. And I agree. I think that women could actually benefit from
we
that
teach
piece
this.
of information. Yeah.
But let me say this.
Here she goes.
There's always qualifiers and there's always parameters. Yes, you don't want to bring up something real deep and serious when your man's trying to watch the basketball game. You don't want to bring up something real serious when you're supposed to be trying to get it on. But sometimes, organically, based on whatever you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff happens. And so I'm just being me. I'm just, doing what I'm doing. Are you trying to, what are you doing? You trying to tell me Harry yet?
Nah.
Oh. I thought you was over here like this, like out the camera. I thought he was going like wrap it up. So anyway, yes. In general, I try not to do that, but I was in a very genuine place. I was not just again talking about. Let me tell you what so and so said, and it wasn't that type of situation. I mean, it was significant enough that I don't even feel comfortable sharing it on camera. That's how sensitive it is for me. So at times like that, you have to be able to use the D word. And the D word, brothers and sisters, is called discernment. Use discernment to know this is not really the time for that. I'm going to have to lean into where my partner is because this calls for a different type of attunement from me. And so you came a little late. You came a little late, but you came.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't really come. But it's
thanks for watching. Stop playing and start pushing.